Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins, along with my brother Brent, we're looking at incredible video of a metallic orb in close proximity to a commercial airliner. What the heck is going on? Breaking news right now. This month has been incredible with the sightings, and we're looking at them right now, and we've got a lot of them. So buckle up. What are we looking at, Brent? This thing's massive. We look at this in close proximity. I actually did some enhancements. It's going in front of the plane, so it's as big as the engine itself. In my opinion, it's quite huge. Yeah, let's take a closer look at that again. We're looking at this UFO approach to commercial aircraft as it just goes. Yes, indeed, it goes in front of it, and these are the things that are being seen all over the place. Manchester, these are the UFOs that are kind of making the rounds around the world, these metallic orbs that are getting too close to comfort to our commercial airliners, military bases, you just name it. It's off the hook. Yeah, are these extraterrestrial in nature? We're not claiming that by any means, but what is going on? Here's what happened in Manchester, an AI enhanced version of the mysterious metallic orb that was spotted there just last night. Now we have this video, and it is quite incredible what we're looking at here of a commercial airliner taking off, and this orb basically right in front of the path crosses in front of its trajectory. This airline pilot must be tripping out. I'm hoping they've got good cell phone footage, because these airline pilots need to come forward. I urge you, airline pilots, you have to come forward and just contact Third Phase Moon. We want to share your evidence, because the evidence is off the hook tonight. This month, again, November, quite incredible, and we've got a lot of videos. So everybody hit that thumbs up. Thanks for joining us in this live premiere. Let's roll it.
Now I think the lights do give it the appearance like it's a triangle. But, okay, so now it looks like more like a green light, the bottom one. But it could be that the red and the green one might be the main wing, and the white one might be the tail, like a standard plane configuration, potentially. But there's not really any way of telling because it's so dark. But the weird thing for me is that there's no flashing lights on it at all. So, who knows? Now the red and the green lights could potentially be the end of the wings, and then the white one on the tail. But it's weird that it's like that, because it gives it a triangle a look to it. But nothing's flashing on it at all. Yeah. It's just too dark, you just can't make it out, like, can you, what the shape is. Definite drone with props in it. So whether it's some sort of surveillance drone or just a plane keeping an eye on things, just don't know.
Right, we're looking at this video. Obviously, people might think of a TR-3B. This thing's just stationary, no FAA lights whatsoever, and it seems quite large. It has the person on the ground kind of baffled, and I think this is close to some military base there in England. This is breaking news. Everything's kind of liquid at the moment. There's so much UFO activity. It's hard to keep up on it, but we're doing our best. Yeah, the UK skies are lighting up with the UFO sightings on commercial airliner tarmacs, and then we're seeing TR-3Bs. People may say a TR-3B. I'm thinking this is one of ours, but it's definitely has this triangle formation with the kind of the red, green, and white lights, which I would kind of lean for being one of ours, but they're not performing the right blinking FAA lights for protection of any aviation that should be up in the skies. Yeah, the anti-collision lights are not being seen here, and what's incredible too is there's no sound whatsoever. And in this close proximity, you would hear the rotor blades, and we don't hear any indication. Whatever is the means of the propulsion behind this craft. It's silent. We're not hearing any kind of indication of any propulsion that is in a traditional way. Now, like we said, a lot of videos coming in. Let's roll the next one. Right, let's get a closer look. Captured in Mexico earlier this week. We're receiving this video right now of what looks to be a massive illuminated, a plasmic orb in the sky. Like, I mean massive. Maybe the size of the Empire State Building, maybe twice as large. We're looking at something that would capture anybody's mind and start to film. Brent, quickly, before we get to the next video, your thoughts on this?
Yeah, there's been a lot of sightings right out of Mexico during kind of the same time of Elon Musk's space launch, I think out of Texas. So in my opinion, we could be looking at something one of ours, a typical launch from Musk. And this is a plasmic display that it shows during its maximum point leaving the Earth, and the bright lights hitting the gases, the sun hitting the gases off the rocket spray.
Yeah, an Elon Musk rocket launching out of Texas and being seen over there in Mexico. I pretty much think that's what's going on here. But more videos, check it out. All right, we're going to get a little closer look. The activity above the lunar surface, I mean right above it, above the major craters, have been coming out lately. Again, these videos have been making the rounds. Here's a new one. We're thinking that there's some manipulation here, but we wanted to expose this as, in our opinion, not legitimate, and it's just making the rounds. So if you see it, just call it out.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to lay it out. This has come from the same artist that has been producing these things over the past month. So you can just see it. The way it zooms in, they try to put in the fake blur in between, but this is too good to be true, and sometimes you just got to call it out for what it is.
Yeah, there's a lot of activity that's legitimate, but in this case, we're looking at it, we see too many indicators of it being manipulated. Now, let's get to a legitimate UFO right now, coming into third phase of moon. Watch this. Okay, this thing's changing direction. At first, we thought this could be some kind of celestial, mundane event. We've seen them up close with a rocket trail behind it. But look at that, how this thing undulates. And it's just right above the tree line there. And it apparently changes directions. This is incredible. Again, so much video evidence. Brent, quickly, before we get to the next one here.
Yeah, I like this. Definitely, there's no CGI. This is 100% original. I'm just going to throw it out there. There's new technology with drones. Could this just be one of them with some pyrotechnics being lit off of it? And then it does these nice maneuvers over the trees, kind of creating a nice spectacle. But is this UFO related as of otherworldly? I don't know.
Yeah, a crash. Obviously, crash retrievals are real. And is this a UFO out of control or drone piloted by the unknown? Who knows? That's what we want to find out. More videos.
Dude, the black helicopters keep flying over here too. Did they fly over our house last time? Look, now it's just hanging out.
All right, the Chinook helicopter buzzing over a neighborhood. I thought it was kind of mundane video. Obviously, military is doing this, but are we seeing the orb? It's back again. Here we go. Again, these orbs are making the rounds right now. It's interesting. These people were just in the neighborhood, shook up by the Chinook helicopter buzzing just right above the neighborhood. I don't know. I don't think they should be doing that, but what's going on here? We have this drone orb sphere once again right there in close proximity.
It's lighting up all over the world. These new technology, in my opinion, these cylindrical metallic orbs that are surrounding military, civilian, everywhere across the planet. And here we go again with new footage right here at Third Phase Moon. That's it's hot right off the presses of this Chinook helicopter making a really close encounter next to the phenomenon, the orb. Could this be a military exercise using this with their military technology too at the same time? Maybe it's a new escort for high unacknowledged programs connected to the military. Who the hell knows?
You know, again, it's all liquid. This information coming in on a minute-by-minute basis, 24/7, and we're looking at something. Maybe it could just be a balloon up there in the sky, but what's going on around the world with these eyewitnesses, military, commercial pilots, everybody, they're seeing these metallic orbs, and again, just shot within the past 24 hours, we're getting military action with this escort of the unknown. Again, we leave it to you to decide. We're giving you our opinions, and we want to hear yours. Now, once again, we've got more videos. This one's interesting. Just look at the dynamics of it. The original to the left, and I did some enhancement to the right here. Just watch this thing. There you go. I was looking at this video. I thought it could maybe just been a reflection off the mountain, but then we realized this thing is just darting back and forth, left and right, zigzagging, unconventional dynamics going on here. Authentic, 100% UFO. You're looking at it. Give us a big thumbs up, Brent. This is crazy. You know, it's not just a dot. This thing is off at a distance, and it's doing extraordinary maneuvers that seemingly defies the laws of physics. That's what I've been saying for years. Seemingly. And the laws of physics have been broken over and over for years. Scientists don't know everything at this moment in time. Physics will always be changed because everything changes in life and time. So we're looking at something that is just extraordinary here. This orb of light dancing around, moving around erratically, seemingly to defy the laws of physics here.
Yeah, I'm just looking at this, trying to look at every detail, especially when it makes these huge maneuvers. You know, we're commercial drone pilots, and I'm sure there's a lot of consumers of drones right here at Third Phase of Moon. You go try to fly a drone off maybe about a mile and a half and try to do those maneuvers and capture it on camera. I'm thinking you're not going to be able to pull it off because it's hard to pilot, almost impossible to pilot your commercial drone or a consumer drone like this.
This video lasts for quite some time. I just had a few moments to share it with you. It goes for a while, and it just keeps going, but it's kind of cool that we got to share this clip kind of in its raw form here, showing the phenomenon right there. And the phenomenon is real. It's happening above our heads every day in our skies. And all you have to do is look up and be ready. Now, we're going to be going over the video evidence once again that we just shared with you, and it's important to hear your comments, your opinions of what we're looking at. So let's hear it, guys. Everybody, we want to hear your opinions. We're going to be in the chat room reading your comments live. We're here with you.
Now I think the lights do give it the appearance like it's a triangle, but okay, so now it looks like a more like the green, like the bottom one. But it could be that the red and the green one might be the main wing, and the white one might be the tail, like a standard plane configuration potentially. But there's not really any way of telling because it's so dark. But the weird thing for me is that there's no flashing lights on it at all. Now the red and the green lights could potentially be the ends of the wings, and then the white one on the tail. But it's weird that it's like that because it gives it a triangle look to it. But nothing's flashing on it at all. Yeah. It's just too dark. You just can't make it out. Can you? What the shape is. Definite drone props, isn't it?
Dude, the black helicopter. Did they fly over our house last time? Look, now it's just hanging out.
you don't know that at the very top, that whole project is being run illegally.
These are brand new witnesses, and they've got bombshell information to talk about.
These technologies are unsanctioned. They are illegal operations, and this can be proven in any court of law.
It's like, wow, nobody's coming after us. We're gonna do this until we can get away with it.
They would have so much control over everything if they had that.
If this information was all released, it could fall into the wrong hands.
They're using security as a cover for illicit or illegal or even treasonous activities.
The members of Congress didn't have the detailed information of the precise location.
Where they keep the bodies, the craft, the debris, all the evidence that we've been searching for the last 80 years.
He knew how to keep a secret. Secrets were his stock in trade.
They're literally making their own money to fund their own projects.
We have a source currently in the deep black world.
It doesn't matter if you're president of the United States, you're not going to talk about that.
There was this large monolithic slab. Looked like it was elevated off of the ground.
It is traumatic.
Look, this is the most top secret shit you've ever heard of.
Battle for Disclosure is going to be available worldwide December 10th, 2024. It's going to break the internet. Everybody, be safe. Blake Cousins, keep your eyes on the skies. We're not alone.
We'll catch y'all later.